In the recent World Happiness Index, India came in at number 126. And what is surprising is that India is placed behind countries like Pakistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and even Ukraine. This has once again sparked a great deal of debate and highlighted many issues. You must now have a lot of questions to ask as to what World Happiness Index is, who generates it, what are the requirements, and how is it possible that Pakistan and other nations are ahead of us. If you have any of these questions, then you have come to the right channel. As to first thing first, what is World Happiness Index and who publishes it? The International Day of Happiness observance includes the publication of the World Happiness Report every year around March 20. Based on survey results from individuals in more than 150 nations, the report rates worldwide happiness. The study graded 136 nations this year, out of which India came at 126th position. As to who publishes it, the Happiness Report is a publication of UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network powered by the Gallup World Poll data. Let's move on to the next question. What standards are used to evaluate and rate the nation? This report has six criteria: GDP per capita, health life expectancy, social support, freedom to life choices, generosity, and perception of corruption. Now let's use the standard to determine whether India truly belongs in the 126th position or not. The first criterion is GDP, and India ranked among the world's best performing countries in 2022 with a GDP growth rate of 7%. This is unquestionably not the criterion that would have contributed India's move to 126th position. The second criteria being the health life expectancy. Well, the life expectancy for India in 2022 was 70.19 years, a 0.33% increase from 2021. The life expectancy for India in 2021 was 69.96 years, a 0.33 increase from 2020. The life expectancy for India in 2020 was 69.73 years, a 0.33% increase from 2019. This clearly shows that the life expectancy is increasing every year. This is just pure data. Even the health standards and facilities are improving. I am sure this is not the criteria that have made us behind Pakistan and Myanmar, considering that the life expectancy in 2020 was 66.27 and 66.80 respectively. The third and fourth criteria is social support and generosity. Do you have family or acquaintances you can depend on to lend a hand whenever you need it or if you find yourself in trouble? On a measure of 0 to 10, where 0 means you don't trust your family and friends to assist you, and 10 means you trust them fully, you must evaluate this decision. The scale of 0 to 10 is called Central Life Ladder, where 10 is the best possible life for you and 0 is the worst possible life. Their sample size is made up of 1,000 to 3,000 individuals in the nation in contention. The Gallup World Poll Agency carries out this poll. In this criteria, India should be on top, a country that preaches the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, where we treat the whole universe as a family, a country like India that helps hostile country like Turkey that often talks negative about India, a country like India that emerged as a pharmacy of the world during COVID-19 pandemic and definitely would have topped this criteria, right? The fourth criteria is freedom of choice, about which we don't even need to go into detail because so many different culture, faith, and ethnic group coexist harmoniously in this nation. And on a more serious note, we have too much freedom to make decisions to the point that where many so-called intellectuals even criticize India and advocate for its division. Like India has allowed them freedom to even make such life decisions as choosing to live a life of nation criticizer. India unquestionably topped this criteria as well. Fifth being perception of corruption. We would not advocate that India is corruption-free country completely, but the perception clearly indicates that situation in India is improving. With the present situation where we have zero tolerance policy towards corruption and various other initiatives, surely India would have gained some extra points for the same. If we examine each of these factors collectively right now, India's rating appears very dubious, and the entire classification process is a sham based on arbitrary criteria established by Western nations to suit their perception of contentment. We do believe that Indians are very ambitious and India as a whole is an ambitious country. But that doesn't make India a sad country, right? In fact, it is these dreams and ambitions that have made India a global power in just 70 years of independence. Aryavat Samprati rejects World Happiness Index ranking. And if you all do too, then comment below. I'm an Indian and I'm happy. Until then, keep an eye on Aryavat Samprati and continue to fall in love with India. Also, don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit the channel bell button for more such videos. Salute to Incredible India. Jai Hind.